core mission of Zwift is basically to take what is the most possibly evil thing you can do on a bike and make it really fun. And we do that by gamifying it and bringing a really fun social community element to it and allowing people to experience outdoor activities indoors. So in other words, if you work long hours, if you live in places with limited access to the outdoors, places where there are weather issues, you always have the opportunity to ride your bike with a community, with a group, and with a fun group of people in Zwift. Most people have all the equipment they need. If you have a bike, a computer, possibly a trainer.
So we support every smart trainer out there. Some people just drop in to ride with friends, and it's very informal. They just say, hey, show up at 3 o'clock, let's go for a ride. Others might have something they're training for, so they're getting in to do a structured training program, and we have lots of those available. And then we also have the more competitive side, where people want to get in for mass start events and races. And those are scheduled. Lots of those go off, there's maybe 20 or 30 a day. And you can sort of, using our companion app on iOS, you can schedule which race you want to go to. You get a reminder for it, you show up, and there could be 50 to 500 people waiting to start the race with you. So I've got this in spectator mode, so we can kind of see what a typical Zwift session would look like. On this side, we've kind of got the riders that are near you. You've got some in front, some behind. Different badges kind of will tell you if somebody's the fastest up the climb or the fastest through the sprint section. So these are sort of badges of honor. People fight over them. We let you customize your avatar. There's probably 150 to 200 jerseys available now. There's bikes from many major bike manufacturers. They actually want to get into the product just as much as we want them in there. So we went with a sort of realistic art style. We even chose some real courses to make this as an actual course that people ride in London every year. The race sells out, so all the overflow can come onto Zwift and try it out. There's also real data behind all this. It's not just a game. We try to measure everybody's watts. We have their heart rate recorded. We have their cadence, the rate that they're pedaling the bicycle. We log it all to a real data file, industry standard fit file. And it also uploads to all the standard services like Strava, for example.
No, we have a great partnership with Strava, and I think one of the things that they realized early on is that they want to encourage people to just be more active, and Zwift is another way to be more active. But I will say that Strava feeds are often dominated with Zwift activities, especially during both northern and southern hemisphere winters, and we have a great partnership with them now.
When you're in a race, it's real exercise, it's real fitness. You're on a bike, you're pedaling a real bike, you're trying to measure your actual effort or estimate your actual effort so that it's kind of a level playing field. We use your weight, we use the slope of the road, proper physics, and we synchronize it all over the internet so everybody's racing together live in a world. Zwift does have a hidden VR mode that we've not shipped yet. It is extremely immersive. So I've actually done an hour-and-a-half ride in VR in Zwift, and it was like, I did this at 2 in the morning. By the end of the thing, I had forgotten that I was in in my spare bedroom in the middle of the night. We're still primarily focused on cycling. We think that's our bread and butter. But running makes sense, and all of our tech supports it. It uses the same Bluetooth and ANT Plus protocols. We use our same servers. Everything's there. So you'll see the cyclists on the road, the runners over on the shoulder or the sidewalk. It feels more like real life.